Hi, I'm Beatty Carmichael, President of Success Products, and on this edition of GrowthPro TV, I want to talk about how do you specifically find someone's hot button and how do you know when you've got it. The most important things when you present your business to someone is that they know why they should get in business with you, and that why is what we call a hot button. If you're not able to uncover the hot button of your prospects, the chances are they will not be signing up in business with you. I used to think that they already knew what they wanted to do, what they would spend the money on. But you know what? Prospects don't. They forget in the doldrums of life and having a dead-end job, they lose sight of their dreams of what they can do and what they would do if they got ahead. So your job as a recruiter is to really help them find their hot buttons. And so today, I want to talk about how do you find someone's hot buttons on the presentation. The first step is we want to probe, okay? One of the things we do is we want to probe into their life a little bit, and this comes involved with what I call the beginning of your appointment. So I'm at a business presentation appointment. It could be by phone, could be face-to-face. But the first part, the breaking the ice, the chit-chat, I want to be finding out as much about them as possible. Hey, John and Jill, by the way, what type of work do you do? How long have you been doing that? Do you do any sports? And as I'm sharing, I'm going to share with them what I do, what my sports and hobbies are, because I want it to be a conversation, not an interview. That's going to build trust. If I don't have trust in this relationship, they're not going to open up to me. So the way you build trust is you share with them as much as they're sharing with you. Now the second thing that goes along with this is I want to be looking for pain points. A hot button is a pain point that you can solve, such as they have young kids, they want the mother to be home from work and to be a full-time mom. So the pain point is they have to put the children in daycare. The hot button is maybe she can be a full-time mom. If it's a couple with college-age kids or high school-age kids, maybe the pain point is sending them to college or university. If they're older, maybe it's retirement or leaving a job. But look for those things that they're talking about that are sore points, pain points within their life that money can solve. This next stage, if you're not able to find it by just probing, then you want to ask a couple of key questions. Okay? And some of the key questions, one good key question might be something like this. Hey, Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill went up the hill, right? Hey, Jack and Jill, you asked me here tonight to help show you a way to make more money for an obvious reason. You're looking for something to make more money because of what it'll do in your life. And there's a lot of things that I can share about our business, that we can do with our business. But because we have a limited time here tonight, I'd like to sort of focus it in on those things that are most pertinent to you. Would you mind sharing with me what the two of you are hoping to accomplish that having extra money would help you do? So I want to ask them to tell me what's on their mind, okay? Now, if I get static answers, well, I don't, just make more money. Everyone would like to make more money. We'd probably spend a little bit more if we had more to, if they give me static answers that don't go anywhere, I'm going to ask more probing questions within those questions. Why would that be important to you? Well, it just helps us have more money. Really, why would that be important? Well, it'd be important because we could do more things. Really, what type of things would you do? See, I want to ask open-ended questions that allow them to talk. What I'm looking for is something with emotion. A hot button is always something that is based on emotion, an emotional value to them. So I'm going to be saying, why is that important? What's in it for you? I won't say that, but that's what I'm looking for. How will that impact your life? Now, sometimes if I can't get an answer, get the hot button through those type of questions, then I'll ask what I'm going to call the $50,000 question. And it goes like this. John, if I gave you $50,000 and you had to spend it on yourself, you couldn't invest it, you could not give it away, and you could not pay off bills with it, you had to spend it on yourself, what would you spend it on? See, what this will do is a lot of times get them to think out of the box from where they used to be to where they could be, and they start to get excited. Doing things they never thought possible. So that's one way to draw it. Once I probe, and then I'm going to ask my little why questions. Why is that important? Once I get there, then my next step is I want to verify that this is really the real hot button for them. Now to verify, I first have to find out how much it costs. Does it cost $2,000 a month or $20,000 a month? You know, is it realistic that we're going to show them a way to get that? And then once I find out how much it costs, I want to verify it here. And the way I'm going to verify the hot button, here's just an easy way to verify it. Keep in mind, a hot button is going to get someone to do something they don't really want to do, with time that they don't have, to invest money they don't have, and do something that is uncomfortable because of this hot button. So let's ask a question this way. Let's say I'm talking to John and Sue. They're a young couple, and Sue wants to be a full-time mom. It's going to take $3,000 a month extra over and above what Tom makes in order to do that. I confuse Tom and John and Jack and Jill and Sue, but you get the gist, okay? I'm talking to them, and the wife wants home, and it's going to take more money than what the husband makes. So I'm going to ask a question. Hey, John and Jill, who knows? At this point, I get all confused. Let me ask you a question. John, suppose your boss came to you with a special project. He says, John, I got a special project for you. It's going to take about 15 hours a week. And it's going to be over and above the work that you already do for me. So it means you're going to have to do it at the evening or on the weekends. And I can't pay you anything right now, but over time I can start to pay you based on this project. And after about 2 or 3 months, I'll be able to start paying you probably $1,000 a month extra. After 6 months, maybe $2,000 to $3,000 a month. After 9 or 12 months, move it into $4,000 or $5,000 a month. John, if your boss offered you that special project. Oh, and by the way, at the end of that 12-month, you can drop the hours down to about 8 hours a week, and he'll keep your pay there. If your boss offered you that special project, would you take him up on that? See, here's the key. That project is enough to bring his wife home from work. Is he willing to give up the time is what I'm really trying to determine. If he says, in a heartbeat, then I know I got a hot button because he's willing to give up his time in order to earn the money to get it. At the same time, I've also killed one of the 4 objections they give me, and that is I don't have enough time. So that's how you find people's hot buttons. And when you start finding people's hot buttons first, and then show them how to get it with your business, you'll start recruiting a lot more people. Hope this has been helpful to you. If it has, please copy the link at the top of the address bar in your browser and email it out to your downline and other friends, and share this video with them too so they can learn and grow their business better. Also, don't forget to go to MLMfreetools.com and take advantage of some of the free tools and training material that I put there. Training on how to recruit people by telephone scripts, things of that sort. And in closing, I'd like to share a few more of the thousands of testimonials that we've received over the years of people who have benefited and been impacted from this training and from the automated tools that we provide. And I hope you enjoyed listening to this. Thanks for allowing me to serve you. And until next time, I'll see you at the top.
I just had to touch base with you and let you know how excited I am. We've had 5 new reps added to my organization in the last 2 weeks since we've begun using it.
It has brought, in the last 4 months, over 200 representatives to me. I mean, we're putting in an average right now of 10 a day.
I have personally recruited 9 or 10 people off of it.
And in how many weeks?
Maybe 8 weeks, if that. But organization-wise, we've put in almost 32 people from it.
I am just so excited about the system. In the last 7 weeks, I put in about 11 reps into my downline.
I tell you, this Sizzle system is the best thing that I've ever seen. I had 35 people that come in the business last week. That's probably out of 50 calls, 50 people I've talked to. I've gotten signed up 8 reps off the system.
I've got lettering on my vehicle that's gotten 6 or 7 reps.